we got this makeup artist. They all coming out the woodwork, but we
They
got
back at Diddy night?
some
Oh
makeup
shit.
artist saying that she was with Diddy for all of these years, over a decade, and she keeping all of his secrets. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this lady. And I haven't seen this actually. I almost did it during the Millionaire Morning Show, but I said, all right, I'm gonna just save it for the night.
I want to bring in Mylah Morales. She's a former makeup artist for Diddy and also Cassie Ventura, working for Diddy for years and eventually becoming a friend of Cassie's. In 2010, Mylah alleges that she heard Cassie being physically abused and was a witness to the aftermath of the alleged attack. She joins me now. Mylah, thank you so much for being here. This has been, for so many people, illuminating, infuriating, troubling, devastating. You can go down the list of things, but it's so difficult to speak about.
I know.
Being a witness of anything. Tell me how you must be feeling just knowing that this has even come to light.
Well, I have kept this secret for like 14 years. I mean, the first time I experienced it was 2010. And I was in the hotel room when Puff came in, and I had no idea Cassie left. And when I woke up, I just saw his presence come into the room. They went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling and whatever was going on in there, I don't know. But all I could think of was to grab Cassie's things and start packing it up and just getting her out to safety and bringing her to my house. So that's kind of like what transpired from that night. And once she came out of the room, she was badly, beaten.
Oh my God. What did her physical appearance look like?
I mean, it was knots on her head, black eye, busted lip, but a lot of knots all over her head.
Did she go to the police at that point or anything?
No, we didn't know what to do at that point because, Puffy is a very powerful person and we were quite terrified. So I just, brought her to my house, and my friend, who is a doctor, I called her, and thank God she was in town because we didn't know what to do. And she treated her for, just to make sure she didn't have a concussion or anything like that. But it was really it was painful to see Cassie like that because she's such a beautiful human being, and for a man to just hurt any sort of woman or child or animal, it doesn't matter. But Cass is a good friend of mine, and I just felt, so I just didn't know what to do. I felt like I don't even know how to describe how I felt that night.
Cap.
Do we care?
It's just
Cap.
weird how someone can get beat
Cap.
to a pulp like that, and you say we don't know what to do. What the fuck you mean you don't know what to do?
No,
This is Cap, man. This is
All
Cap.
this Me Too shit is fucking weird.
it
This
was
is Cap,
the
man.
when I saw his presence come into the room, I was like, "What? What is
He a
that?"
ghost.
She just said she didn't know Cassie had left. She don't even have her story together on national TV.
We
She
didn't
just
know
said,
what
I
to
didn't
do.
know Cassie had left. Oh my
Well,
But
let's
God.
why are we talking to her?
let's look at it from a different perspective. All right.
Oh God.
All right. So let's look at it from this lens. Let's say hypothetically that everything played out exactly how she described it. What incentive does she has to talk about it on May 31st, 2024, year of our Lord?
Exactly.
That's my point. Like, why are we talking to her? It's already been proven that he hit this woman. What is the point?
I
Why is
don't
she?
understand what,
Oh my
because
God.
okay, so listen, if it was so meaningful for you, how come you didn't say nothing all the way up before today, and why are you just now bringing it up on May 31st? 2024 or May 30th, 2024.
You about
This
to
It's
get
the
look
some money.
bad,
same.
man.
It's the same thing with all the YouTube. Like you have the first one, then you have the second, third, fourth, fifth, and it just I don't fucking get it. And they just rock with it and let this shit happen. He gonna
I
have to
just
pay
don't
her
understand why they talking about it now. What's the relevance of it now?
dopamine hit, clout, money, fame. She gonna get all of it by this interview.
No, she not.
She got
You
some.
gonna get some job.
CNN paid her something to say this shit.
I don't understand what the relevance of it is. I think that this type of stuff actually makes her look bad.
Why
I
wouldn't
think
you
it
come
makes
out
I
and
think if everybody that come out and start doing interviews and shit like this now about the whole situation, if hypothetically it's 100% true, right? I think it makes them look bad because first it makes them look like they clout chasing because they never said nothing before. Secondly, why didn't they say anything before? And third, why are they just now having a conversation about it when they don't about, you know what I'm saying, when everything is all then already came to the light? What's the point?
Yeah,
I think
that's
anybody that comes out that was a part of it, witnessed it, didn't do nothing about it, didn't report it, all of this stuff, you actually just look worse.
it's like R. Kelly when the stuff on Lifetime kept coming out, and
Yeah,
then everybody come out and share their story, including Sparkle, who could have came out a long
fucking
time
Sparkle.
ago. I'm
Wasn't she a
like,
singer? Wasn't Sparkle a singer?
yeah, she was the Be Careful singer.
I don't remember that.
Mhm.
Remember the song.
The You Better Be Careful What You Do to Me because it might turn around on you song.
Oh, okay.
That one song R. Kelly had with her, but her niece was the
Yeah,
girl in the video. But I'm like, you could have
yeah.
been came out and said something. Why are you saying something now? It's just it's stupid.
Maybe it's
I don't
okay.
understand.
Maybe because so many more people said something. Like maybe she thinks it's safe to come out now that everyone else type shit.
R. Kelly was on trial then for that tape, and she could have spoke up for her niece then. She didn't.
Mhm.
Yep. It's crazy that man. I'm gonna be honest, man. These people get paid to do this shit, man. I'm sorry. I
That's
don't give a
not
fuck with
this.
nobody.
They
Do
getting
they?
something.
I don't give a fuck what nobody's
You
saying. They
getting
getting
some
paid to do this
money,
shit.
something.
They got to get paid to do this shit, man. Because there's no fucking way. There's no way I'm keeping no secret about somebody that I care about if they were beaten this badly. There's no way I'm gonna keep that shit secret for 14 years. She just said this shit on TV. I kept a secret for 14 years. Somebody that I care about, that I work for, that I love, was getting their ass beat, and I decided to speak out about it almost 2 decades later after everybody else that told their story about it. Man, that don't sound like you care about that person, man. I'm sorry. It sounds like somebody who just doing this shit because they got paid to say it. Dead ass serious.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck how somebody said fear is a real thing. I don't care how scared people are.
Man.
Honestly, I genuinely don't. Because doing the right thing is doing the right thing. And so let's assume, because I want to just remove all of the excuses. Let's assume that people are scared as hell, right? Fear is a powerful thing. They're a powerful person, all of that. Cool. All right. So now you got the courage to do it. You're not scared no more. Why you not scared?
No,
Like,
cause somebody
Cause he
else said
not
something
locked up.
better. Yeah, like everybody like knows. Like when you don't only like it's your
yeah,
story.
but you not relevant no more. So whatever it was, whatever impact that you could have had in a positive way is now gone. Why you talking now?
Because it's like an avalanche, and she's hopping on the back of it, and we're all in this together, and we're strengthening numbers. We're stepping
But
up
she can
against this
still get touched.
behemoth of a monster
Mm.
together.
But she stayed working for him though.
Money, it's all money. It's all money. Now's money,
Whoa,
then's money.
wait a minute,
It's
wait a minute. So it was
all money.
cool. It was cool as long as she was working for him. But then all of a sudden, it's not cool. It was cool for 14 years, but it's not cool no more. What
I,
about
I,
that part? So you was so it was cool enough for you to continue to take his money, cause see, we beyond fear and all of this stuff, because now you saying, oh well, no, it was fearful, but you wasn't gonna get no other employment. Like what the fuck is going on? Why was you still taking his money?
Yeah, I think a lot of these people are definitely liars. And I think they all just want to be a part of something. Because why are we talking about her? Like, again, it's already been proven that Diddy hit this woman badly.
Mm-hmm.
Why her to add nothing? She didn't add anything. She didn't tell me anything new.
Well, let
Or,
me
or,
hear. Let me
or
hear
it
some
could have
more of what she
been.
got to say. Let me hear some more of what she got to say.
Did she describe how she was feeling about having that happen? Did you get a sense that this was the
Well,
first time?
it didn't feel like it, because it wasn't. It was almost like, you know, I feel like she might have been embarrassed that that happened in front of me.
But the incident that you're talking about even predates what we saw in this horrific video from a
Yes.
hotel floor. When that video came out, what did it feel like knowing that that had now been public?
No, I was devastated when I saw that video because it was like I witnessed what could have happened in that room and more, you know. So that was a hallway incident. Who knows what happened, you know, in that room when I was outside of there. And I was devastated. Actually, I've been devastated since the court cases came out and how, you know, he mistreated Cassie.
He has settled the suit involving her specifically, but there are others, and there are sources that are telling CNN that the majority of the people currently suing Diddy are actually speaking to federal investigators, which indicates the Justice Department might be
Okay.
moving close to an indictment. So do you think that Cassie would testify against him if federal investigators asked her to or compelled her to?
I'm really not sure. Like I said, I can't speak for Cassie.
It doesn't seem that she's adding anything more about this.
Well, it could be like CNN was looking at some records and they seen her name and they're like, let's get this bitch on the shit type shit.
No, I think those type of people contact. See, listen. Let me tell you how what I personally experienced on a small, much smaller scale. Because obviously I'm not a CNN, right? People reach out to me all the time with crazy information. Like they be like, "Yo, I got this video for you. Let me send this to you. Or this is what happened to this person." Blah blah blah. Whatever, so on and so forth. And honestly, I turned down a lot of stuff.
Well, CNN could have had this in their back pocket and then like, hey, let's release the episode.
Maybe, but it looked like it was live.
Oh no, man, this shit seems suspect to
This
me,
seemed
man.
like a slow news day.
People reach out to me all the time and be like, "Hey, man, I got this video for you. You should do this and all of this, whatever, blah blah blah." And I'd be like, "Nah, man, I'm straight. Like, it's just I'm not trying to be in that type of wave." So you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. People come with that type of stuff. All the Anton, you should do a video about this or whatever, blah blah blah. And I'll be like, "Nah, man, I'm good, bro." So I
Why that
don't know.
woman got on a trench coat? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I know, right? Nigga, she ain't got nothing on underneath, nigga. She naked, nigga. Bucket
What is
naked.
going?
That's her investigating jacket, because
That shit look crazy.
Inspector
Yeah.
Gadget ass nigga.
So
The
I
fuck?
don't know, but yeah, I just don't like a lot
oh
of
my
these
God.
people. I don't like a lot of these people trying to come forward and do all of this extra and trying to get some more visibility as a result of it. I think it's clout chasing at the highest level. So
I agree.
Yeah.
That's
so
it.
I don't know,
I,
bro.
I didn't get nothing she was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It don't just. It just don't seem like it's
It's
anything real. She like she said she heard something. She heard something, but she didn't describe anything. She was just like, "Oh, I heard screams." Okay, most people when they describe situations that are traumatic, they describe them in very great detail. She was just like, "Oh, I heard screams, and it sounded like Diddy was beating her." Most people they'd be like, "I heard a vase fall. I heard punches. I heard her throw him in. I heard him throw her into the wall." You can actually describe what things sound like.
Yeah.
She's. That was
She
very
did.
vague.
She did describe one thing when his presence came into the room.
Oh man,
y'all
Silhouette.
being
I don't know, man. Like
y'all being mean. Y'all being mean.
anything that I consider traumatic, I remember that shit very specifically,
Oh Lord,
very
that was
specifically, because
specific.
I witnessed fucking domestic violence. So like I remember that shit vividly to this day. Like there ain't no way you gonna tell me that somebody is very vague about something. 14, they've been holding on to this 14-year secret, and all they can say is, "Oh, it sounded like he was beating her." Man, that shit don't add up, man. I'm sorry, man. I can't buy that shit, man. That shit sounds terrible.
Oh, somebody did.
Just,
Somebody in the chat. Z said she had knots.
that's talking about what happened after. That's
I
talking
know.
about what she saw.